Okay, let's next look at several of Genesis' central themes. The first is central to the whole biblical story, and this is that there is one true God, the creator of all things. Genesis does not argue for the existence of God. It begins with the assumption that God exists. Genesis 1:1, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. His existence is evident in creation. Psalm 19:1 says, the heavens declare the glory of God. The skies proclaim the work of his hands. The Apostle Paul says something similar in Romans 1:20. He says, for since the creation of the world, God's invisible qualities, his eternal power and divine nature have been clearly seen, being understood from what has been made, so that people are without excuse. Not only is God the creator God, he is the only true God. In the ancient world, every nation had its gods, and victory in battle was considered a victory of one nation's gods over another. But Genesis starts with the assumption that there is only one true God. When Israel wins in battle, it's because the Lord has done it. But when they lose in battle, it's also because the Lord has done it. The gods of the other nations were nothing. They were mere wood and stone. Isaiah 45 says this. It says, I am the Lord, there is no other. Not only is the Lord the only true God, he is a personal God. This is not a Star Wars universe with an impersonal force which people can tap into for power. God is a person who relates as a person and created human beings to be in personal relationship with himself. So Genesis says no to atheism, the claim that God does not exist. It says no to polytheism, the claim that there are many competing gods. And it says no to pantheism, the belief that God is merely a force permeating all things. God is a person who loves us and relates to us as persons. A second key theme builds on the first. It is that humanity created in God's image is loved by him. Human beings are the pinnacle of God's creation. Psalm 8 says this. It says, when I look at your heavens, the work of your fingers, the moon and the stars that you have established, what are human beings that you are mindful of them? Mortals that you care for them. You've made them a little lower than God and crowned them with glory and honor. You've given them dominion over the works of your hands. You've put all things under their feet. Human beings have great value and worth because they were created in the image of God. Genesis 1:27 says, so God created mankind in his own image. In the image of God, he created them. Male and female, he created them. One evening last week, our family was coming together to watch a movie. And in the darkness, as I'm sitting there watching this movie, I saw something suddenly descend right in front of me. It was a spider. I grabbed that web, dropped it onto the TV tray in front of me. But then I thought, I can't hurt this cute little guy. So I caught it, and I built a little house for it. And now I feed it, and I'm teaching it to read. No, I'm just kidding. I took that spider, and I just squashed it, right like that. So why didn't God just squash us? Why didn't he just start with a new species? Because we are uniquely loved by him. We are created in his image. We know God loves us because when we failed, when we messed up, he didn't give up on us. He launched a rescue plan. And that's our third key theme, God's plan, the lineage of the Messiah through covenant relationships. The thread that runs through Genesis is the line of the Messiah. And there's a gradual narrowing of the promise. In Genesis 3:15, we learn that a descendant from the line of the woman's seed, will crush Satan's head. In Genesis 12, we learn that through Abraham's seed or descendants, all nations will be blessed. And then in Genesis 49, we learn that through the line of Judah, a king will rise up who will reign forever.